Hello, Black Girls Heal family. So I have a special announcement to share with all of you because we are expanding our family. As you may or may not know, Black Girls Heal has been around, for almost 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. And throughout that time, I have had men reach out to me and share how they wish that there was something like this, but for men, and how it is so needed for someone to talk to the impact of childhood trauma, how it shows up in our relationships. I have served men for years in aspects of love addiction, sex addiction, and love avoidance, and being in disruptive relationships themselves, working through unresolved childhood trauma and issues of codependency, and just battling with low self-esteem. And so after years of focusing here on Black Girls Heal, it's time. It is time for us to expand to having a safe space for men. And so with that said, I'm going to drop the preview of the For the Fellas podcast here. I'm going to drop our trailer, and I hope that it gets you excited. I know that I have listeners of all genders who listen to this podcast. And so if it sounds like something that you're interested in or something that you think someone you love would be interested in, feel free to follow the For the Fellas podcast itself on your favorite podcast player, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever it is that you use, it is there. This trailer is there. Subscribe, leave a rating and review so that other people can find it if the trailer gets you excited. But yeah, that's it for now. Let's go ahead and jump in, and I can't wait to see you in our first episode.
Hey, props keep them in check, it gets better. When surrounded by love, I get tethered. But I'm striving on being a better man. I'm conquering all my demons and seeing that I am grand. The sequence of feeling speeches is leaking out in the sand. I'm closer to those who love me, achieving what's in my plans. Self-love, I'm elevating within. I'm moving past all my fears and celebrating the win. No self-doubt, we moving towards the light. You're not alone, we proving we'll beat the plight. It don't exist, we shooting towards the kites and stars. I take a scars and smooch them, I kiss them light. It's hard, but see we harder and stronger, learning to grow. I get the love I deserve, the pain letting it go. That's worth the sheening for peace, so we gonna evolve. No longer running from love from others or in my heart.
So when you look around, there are tons of resources talking to men about how to be a better entrepreneur, a better boss, a better investor, a better athlete, a better leader, and to improve their competitive edge to have that winning mindset. And all of those things are amazing and important. But there aren't really any resources that talk to men's hearts and help them heal from trauma and helping them have better relationships with others and with themselves. Men are expected to just know how to do things, to just naturally be confident, to just naturally know how to be emotionally available, but then being penalized for having too many emotions. In my years as a therapist and now as a love addiction, trauma, and relationship coach, one thing I have seen for sure is that men also need a safe space to land. They need a safe space to explore, to be heard, and to also be guided and figure out this thing called love and how to make sure that they are not continuing generational patterns in their lives, with their families, with their friends, with their loved ones. This podcast is intended to be a safe space for men. Space to not have all the answers ready, to talk about the wounds and how they've affected them, to talk about heartbreak, and to talk about recovery. To see how addictive relationships and practices are not the only way to feel better, and to find places where they feel both respected and loved. Follow along with us as we talk about themes of codependency, love and sex addiction, healing childhood and relational trauma, and increasing self-love and self-belief. This one is for y'all. This is for the fellas.